week, you'd look at that and go, it's still not good enough. I want to make $2 million a week.
Of course, $1 million a week is good enough.
Of course, yeah.
But
it's a progression, isn't it?
Are you there yet? Are you doing those numbers?
Property developers, take sometimes 3 years to make their 30-40% return on investment. But, lucky for me, I've diversified myself in the game that is property and development. I've sort of gone in. My business, Key Investment, it leverages off all platforms. So, for instance, you're a property developer, you come and see me, and you need solutions because you're in 2 to 3 weeks, you need to settle your property. You don't know what to do. You're stressing, you're sweating. We come in and we provide a solution. We come in and we provide finance. We come in and provide sales. We come in and provide strata. And we come in and provide a build. And we turnkey the whole project. We take it on from standing still to standing tall in the sky. So that's
impressive.
That's pretty much where.
Really
Can I get a job with you?
You don't need a job with me. Work together. Collaborate together.
So, long-term vision for Key Investments, Heworth Constructions, or even long-term vision for Marco, where to, 2, 3, 5, 10 years, where is it heading?
10 years from now, happily married.
Already are, aren't you?
I'm already there, but I want to be still happily married for the next, like I said, when I'm in a box in the ground, wherever it may be. The business side of things, my goal is for one of the companies with our partners, obviously, is in 3 years we plan to list the company on the stock exchange. So that's where our business is propelling towards. We only started the business 3 years ago, right? And today we've got close to 65 employees, close to 200 million in contract value working, turnover every month, millions of dollars coming in. So that business is propelling itself to be a listed enterprise. That's always good to be a shareholder and be part of that. Key Investment is my baby. It's coincided and co-branded with Heworth. So I've been blessed enough to step into Heworth, be an employee, become a partner, and then open up a company that brands itself right next to it. And I've got my own baby now because I helped this baby become an adult. Now I'm going to get this baby and replicate exactly what I learnt with the Kings, and hopefully become this business gets on the same chessboard as that. So the business is doing well. It's only been, Key Investment has been 8 months now. And
very young, isn't it?
And it's growing rapidly. We've got 14 projects live at the moment. So the smallest project would be 40. The biggest project is Key Investments has done a deal in Bondi Junction. We put a whole deal together there. So there's a big tower going up in Bondi. Heworth's building it. Key Investment is what Key Investment does is it's a pivotal player within the deal, because that's all I like doing. I don't like dealing with council. I don't like dealing with a DA. That's not for me. It's not my forte. For me, all I do from day to day is, if I'm not dealing with a banker trying to get a loan approved, I'm dealing with an investor trying to raise more money, or I'm dealing with development partners trying to find money.
Going on the back of Zah's question with what he just asked there, you love what you do. Yeah. So do you still see yourself doing that in 10 years' time?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So,
fantastic.
Marco, one thing for our listeners, right, that I think they would be interested to know is that how me and you met. Now, how I met Marco was through a cold call. Marco cold called me, right, and offered his services to me. And I thought, you know what, this bloke just doesn't give up, because he called me like 3, 4, 5 times. He did not stop, right? You know, when someone cold calls you, you kind of just like go, all right, I'm just not going to answer this number, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know him, right? Anyway, I finally gave in and thought, all right, I'm just going to meet this bloke, right? And we met you were with me, Mark, and he ended up being a great guy, and we've kept in touch ever since, right? And we're now very good friends, right? But my point is that this is why Marco is so successful. He is the master at networking. And I know before I go, what's the secret? I already knew it. I'm just like revealing it now. And it's networking, right? And, Marco, how did you become such a good networker? Like, you're so annoying. You just keep calling.
Now I've got people making the phone calls, so I don't really cold call as much anymore. But at one stage I was, close to 300, 400 calls a day.
Wow.
Jeez.
But,
it worked on me.
I was getting people through the door. I was calling Chinese billionaires and they didn't even speak English, and I was like, come see me.
Yeah.
And I just when I want to close a deal and I want to deal with an organisation, I go straight to the top. Even if I call the receptionist first, I just say to them that I need to speak with the director. But I already know the director's name because I just got off their website. So I'll go on the website and I'll find who the top head honcho is. The top head honcho usually is the only person on the page that doesn't show his email or his number, because he's the one that doesn't need to talk to the normal people. And I just say to the receptionist, I need to speak to Steve. He told me he was going to ring me back 5 minutes ago. She's in a dilemma now, so she straight away posts me straight to Steve.
Wow.
Steve's now giving me a $35 million gig, So
you weaseled your way through. The weasel.
It's all about it's all tonality.
Yeah.
It's all tonality and how when someone answers the phone, you already have to hit them with something like this.
Did you study or research anything when it came to networking, or did you just have it in you? It just came naturally.
It's more like a negotiation tactic or a sales skill that you've got, that you can persuade people to do things that.
Yeah, well, once you get in front of someone, it's very easy to close when you have the resources that I do around me, But it took me 3 years to build those resources. You can't go in and close a deal worth 35, 40, 50, $100 million deal without having the right resources around you, being the right legal team, accountants.
So you're only as strong as your team, right?
Exactly.
Like we talk about it all the time, like even for me, like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these guys, and Steve behind the camera, like there are so many arms and legs to my empire, and I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. You've got to credit that team, and it's really important. And I think that a lot of amateur sort of entrepreneurs who are giving it a crack, and Jade and I have seen a lot of them over our time, where they think they can do it all on their own, right, Jade?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they think that because they haven't experienced failure yet. So, but in some ways, you kind of look at these people. I've learned to look at them like you need to go through failure. You can't tell someone to not do something because they need to learn, because they need to build up the resilience. I keep talking about resilience every week, but they need to build up the resilience and they need to figure it out.
They need to have minus 13 cents in the bank, so they can appreciate the taste of success. Yeah, Marco?
Yeah.
You got to scrape your ass on the floor, mate.
Yeah.
You got to go right down to the bottom of the barrel before you can make it to the top,
And I think what happens is that people reach that rock bottom moment and then they give up, and they might just go out and maybe just settle for a job or settle for the position they're in, and then they start doing things they don't like because they're just going, you know what, I just want to pay the bills and I just want to make money, and that's it, right? And they give up on their dreams because they've hit that rock bottom moment. But that's where that change happens, at that rock bottom moment. Like I've had plenty of rock bottom moments, like your moment with the minus 13 cents in the bank, like
this many e-toll fines. Up, not from the desk, from the floor, and the whole room, mate.
Yeah, we'll get you an e-tag, Marco.
I got one now.
But you know what?
I didn't have one back then.
In all seriousness, like hitting those breaking points is where the growth occurs, and we've said it in other podcasts, and that's why we do this podcast, so our listeners can have hope, right? Because hopefully people who are listening, they are the people who are rock bottom, because they're the people we want to motivate and inspire. So, that's why we bring people on like you onto the show, so that people can go, wow, like it can be done. Even if I fail, it can be done. Even if I'm in the red, it can be done.
That's right.
Right? Would you all agree?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
But we've all failed, right? We've all failed. We've all had rock bottom moments where we've gone, you know what? Maybe this is not for me. Maybe I should just give up and just do something normal.
It's like
right?
Using a fitness analogy like we do every week, and I'm a massive dude, as we can all tell.
Yeah.
To get even bigger, you need to break through, and instead of doing the same weight on the same reps, because this is what it is, these people that have hit rock bottom are now doing the same weight on the same reps and just getting by. Just paying the Telstra bill, they're paying the rent at home, they're paying...
Nothing's changing though.
But, exactly, and then the ones that end up blowing up, like myself, massive, right? They go, you know what, I'm putting an extra 5 kilos on this set. And then next week they put on an extra 10 kilos, and they just keep growing because they keep hurting the muscle, hurt the muscle, feed the body good stuff, good fuel. So, and in this instance, it would be education, right? When you get the chance to, put it in your brain, and you continue you grow and grow and grow. True. And for you, yeah, fitness analogies are awesome. But I just want to put a disclaimer out there. If you're listening to this, and you obviously can't see Mark, you need to sort of tune in to our Facebook Live to see what he's actually talking about. But I truly agree with that. You know, like you've just got to change things up. And when you reach a point of say adversity or struggle, that's where you got to change, right? And that's where that change occurs. And usually it is for the better, right? And a lot of people don't like change. They can't adapt to change, and you need to train. Like I never used to like change. I used to like doing the same thing, but I'd get the same result, right? And we've all been there. We've all just been so frustrated at ourselves and gone, why am I in this position, right? Why am I here, right? And then you go, hang on, I actually got to do something different here. Exactly.
And you're forced, because you're at that rock bottom moment where you've got no choice, but your back's against the wall and you've got to punch on and move forward. And that's where you've got no choice to make change, right? That's where you've got to change your combos. You know what I mean? You've got to start doing the body shots and then the hooks, right? And then you start making progress. And then you end up like Marco. A billionaire in the making.
That's right.
Right?
Man. Really. Well, guys, that's going to wrap us up for another week. We're just about done here today. That was... a really good podcast. I'm happy to have you in, Marco. We've said it for a long time, haven't we?
Yeah.
We have. So we'll have to.
Let's get you back in when you hit your next billion. Yeah. We'd love to have you back in, Marco. Thanks for coming in, brother.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Thank you very much.
Again, guys, you too, please subscribe to this podcast. Get your friends to as well. We are all about growing your future as much as we are our own. And if you do have any questions, please send them through for Marco or for ourselves here at Luxland and Grow Your Future podcasts. info@luxland.com.au. Until next episode, guys, we'll speak to you then.
See you guys.
See you.
Love you.